Now that Spider-Man Homecoming's home entertainment release is out, there's a stack of bonus material including new deleted scenes and footage. Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, it's Jan here, and today I'm revealing some very cool Spider-Man Homecoming deleted scenes and explaining some of the Easter eggs and missing details we never got to see in the theatrical release. I'm also starting a new Funko Pop giveaway on this video, and for a chance to win, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and leave a comment below with your thoughts on the deleted scenes or anything Marvel. Quick warning, obviously there are spoilers ahead for anyone who's not seen the movie yet. The first deleted scene on the digital release comes via an extended director's cut of Peter Parker's vlog-style behind-the-scenes video of what happened on his trip to Berlin during the events of Captain America: Civil War. The extended version includes some great additional footage of what Peter got up to the night after the airport battle in Berlin, when he was so hyped up that he decided to put on his Spidey suit and go partying in the German capital.
I should probably go to bed, but I really don't want to.
This additional footage of Spider-Man swinging between buildings with a girl explains set photos that emerged during the movie's production, which showed Spider-Man swinging from a helicopter as he looked to be saving a red-headed girl, which at the time led to some speculation that Mary Jane was going to appear in the movie. The extra footage also seems like a fun way for the movie to pay homage to the web-slinging superhero from Sam Raimi's trilogy, who swung between New York skyscrapers with ease, which was something the filmmakers otherwise made a conscious decision to step away from in Homecoming. And that might be the reason this scene ended up being deleted, because Tom Holland's Spider-Man in both Civil War and Homecoming hasn't yet mastered all his abilities and actually finds it pretty scary when he has to scale the Washington Monument, so including scenes of him happily swinging through Berlin might have felt inconsistent with his character at this point. It's still a shame we couldn't see this cut though, as it also finishes with a funny scene where Peter gets busted by Happy Hogan, who discovered what he got up to thanks to the front pages of a German newspaper. And that feels like a nice way to end the scene, especially given that the filmmakers set up Peter's vlog as an updated take on his photojournalism in the comics and previous movies. After the school bus leaves for the academic decathlon, it passes by a road sign that reads Triskelion Cleanup, a little Easter egg to the SHIELD headquarters located on Theodore Roosevelt Island in Washington, D.C. The building was severely damaged during the final showdown between Hydra and SHIELD in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and there's a deleted scene in Homecoming which revisits the damaged site. In the scene, Peter, Ned and Michelle see the damaged Triskelion building as the school bus drives over a bridge.
Whoa, what is going on?
Damage control. They're still cleaning up from when Captain America took down those skycraft carriers for no reason.
I'm pretty sure Cap was just trying to save us from tyranny.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
It's a humorous moment that shows how different characters in the MCU view Captain America. Ned thinks he's a hero, but Michelle is way more skeptical. This would have been an interesting Easter egg to include, but it looks like it was likely cut for time, which will also have saved a little cash as the CGI for the damaged Triskelion building wasn't completed. By the way, the scene also included a little joke about Thor not having a phone, a nice nod to the funny moment in the Thor mockumentary where Thor complains to Bruce Banner about Tony Stark and Captain America not asking him to help out with Civil War.
Was that Tony Stark?
No.
Was that Thor?
No. I don't think Thor uses a phone.
Good point.
Here, talk to Thor.
Yeah.
He's sort of been waiting to hear from you. I have him right here. Oh, you can't right now? He doesn't know how to get in touch with you.
I don't have a phone.
He doesn't have a phone.
Send a raven.
Homecoming already teased the existence of Miles Morales in the MCU in the scene where Donald Glover's character Aaron Davis gets caught by Spidey in a car park and mentions he has a nephew in the neighborhood. But there's a little extra footage of Donald Glover that makes the existence of Miles Morales even clearer.
Excuse me. A human being needs help.
Yeah, sorry, Miles. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I'm just stuck.
If this moment was indeed meant to complete the movie's scene with Glover, I can see why it was cut, as it slows down the film's momentum just for the sake of making a more obvious reference to Miles Morales. However, I wonder if it might have originally been planned as a humorous extra post or mid-credits scene. In the comics, Davis is the uncle of Miles Morales, who, like Peter Parker, was bitten by a radioactive spider, turning him into a famous web-crawling superhero. Miles Morales will be getting his own animated Spider-Man movie released by Sony. However, the Morales Easter egg in Homecoming could also be setting up a possible appearance in the MCU somewhere down the line. Talking of possible deleted after-credits scenes, it looks like the Vulture's mid-credit scene was cut back, as Laura Harrier, who played Adrian Toomes' daughter Liz, has revealed that she filmed a scene where she meets her father in prison. If you notice, the mid-credit scene actually finished with a prison guard calling out to the Vulture that his family had arrived to see him.
Toomes, your family's here!
This is interesting because Harrier has said she wishes a scene had been included, and she's also said that she'd like to see her character Liz get powers as she does in the Ultimate Comics as a superhero Firestar. In fact, I wonder whether that additional moment in the mid-credit scene could have set that up in some way. There was only a little bit of footage from the Midtown High School news channel in the final cut of Homecoming.
This past weekend, Midtown's academic decathlon team defeated the country's best to win the national championship. Later that day, they also defeated death.
As you know, we made it out alive, and that's the important thing. We couldn't bear to lose a student on a school trip. Not again.
But there's a load more additional news footage with Betty and Jason that we never got to see. It's got plenty more hilariously awkward lines and deliberately bad editing, but interestingly it also includes some Easter eggs and additional info on small plot points from the movie.
Questions remain this morning as authorities piece together the alarming events at this weekend's homecoming dance.
An unidentified male individual assailant was taken into custody after police found him attached to the side of a bus with Spider-Man webs.
Okay. To those of you who took inappropriate selfies with the perpetrator webbed to the bus, you have 24 hours to remove them from all of your social media accounts.
At the end of that clip, we can see that Tiny, one of Peter's classmates, is now in possession of Shocker's gauntlet, which it looks like he nabbed from the villain after Spider-Man webbed Shocker to a school bus during their fight in the movie. This moment could just be a bit of fun, or it might tease Tiny's character actually using this high-tech weapon in the sequel, especially given that in the comics, Tiny has been known to bully Peter.
In sports, the girls' basketball team takes on the Flatbush Asgardians this Thursday night. Let's show Tiger pride. Go get 'em, Tigers.
Roar.
The Flatbush Asgardians is an amusing Thor Easter egg which shows that Thor and the Asgardians seem to be quite popular on Earth now. We already saw a curious reference to Thor in the final movie in the shape of the Korean Church of Asgard. And of course, Betty's Go Get 'em Tigers is a nice Easter egg to MJ's Go Get 'em Tiger, which he said to Peter Parker at the very end of Spider-Man 2. There's another funny segment called Under the Mask, which speculates on the real identity of Spider-Man.
Up next on Under the Mask. Who is Spider-Man?
Who is Spider-Man?
I don't know who he is, but I have my suspicions.
It's a mystery. It always will be. So.
Michelle has her suspicions, which implies she thinks it's someone she knows. And at the end of the movie, she joked that she thought Peter was hiding something. So I'm thinking this is quite likely a tease to her uncovering Peter's secret identity in the sequel.
Don't forget today's Sokovian Relief Lunch. Enjoy a $5 all-you-can-eat paprikash buffet. All proceeds go to charity.
This clip gives us two tasty callbacks to MCU movies. First of all, it's clear that there are ongoing efforts to raise money to help Sokovia after the destructive events of Avengers Age of Ultron. And secondly, the paprikash meal the school canteen is serving is a nice nod to the dish that Vision prepared for Wanda in Captain America Civil War. And remember that Wanda herself also originates from Sokovia. Happy Hogan gets a short comedic deleted scene where he calls up his mother after he's finished arranging the move of Avengers tech to the team's new facility.
Yeah, hey, Ma. Yeah, it's Harold. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, Tony trusted me, and I took care of it. Me. Yeah, Mom, me. Is that so hard to believe that I could accomplish something? I'll call you back.
It looks like this cutscene is trying to build up some backstory for Happy in the MCU, showing how he feels he has to prove himself to his mum. And while it's humorous, I can understand why this moment was probably cut for time. After all, it doesn't add an awful lot and may have even undercut the drama of the fight scene going on in the cargo plane at the same time. There are a few other deleted scenes which, although mildly interesting, were likely trimmed to avoid padding out the final cut, which was already over 2 hours. One is an additional scene where Peter's classmates try to convince him to go to the academic decathlon.
You can't bail a week before nationals. We don't have anyone as strong as you in physics.
You have Flash.
You got me.
Everyone prefers Peter.
Yeah.
Look, they're not gonna do a physics challenge 2 years in a row. Guys, I'm sorry, I gotta... Really?
Guys, stop.
Screw you.
Really?
I'm
sorry. I gotta go.
I'm glad this was cut, as it doesn't add much compared to the better paced scene of the decathlon team practicing, which introduced each of Peter's classmates in a much funnier, more interesting way. Other scenes cut to trim the fat include various moments of Spider-Man running and swinging around Brooklyn, a scene of Adrian Toomes on the phone to his daughter, and a scene of Peter and Ned doing their secret handshake on the street again. Captain America's PSAs was something a lot of fans enjoyed, and there are many more which aren't on the digital release, but which are expected on the Blu-ray, including one about brushing your teeth. In the meantime, there's an additional one about hot lunches that wasn't included in the movie, but is on the blooper reel.
Hi, I'm Captain America. Whether you're a student or a soldier, there's one thing that will always give you an edge. A hot lunch.
Now, what do you think of those deleted scenes, and do you wish any had been included in the film? And which of the upcoming Marvel movies are you most excited about? Let me know what you think in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe for a chance to win an awesome Spider-Man Funko Pop. I'll be announcing the winner in an upcoming video, so do hit the bell to get notifications for all my new videos. Your support is hugely appreciated as always, and if you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like and check out more of my Marvel and deleted scene videos right here. Congratulations to the 3 winners of my Kingsman merch giveaway who are on screen now. If that's you, make sure you contact me so I can get your details to send you the prize. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Yippee-ki-yay, movie lovers!